Hi again folks, how's tricks? Martin, who sent me the Class 158 and the Lima Eurosprinter just recently there, picked up with me saying that I've been after a DMU of some description in Scotrail livery, and he asked if I would like to have this old Lima Class 101. He's had it sitting in its box, and it's it's even still got its little accessory packs and stuff. So I thought about his offer for a couple of seconds and then told him, yeah, I'd be more than delighted to have it. Take it off his hands and give him a little bit of shelf space for something new. So here it is. A massive thank you to Martin for donating this. I really, really do appreciate it. I've been after, as he knows and as I've said, I've been after a DMU in Scotrail livery for a long time. But I always feel a little bit guilty when people offer stuff like this to me. It's like, oh, it's just too generous. But I'm really chuffed to bits with this. So, Martin, top man, can't thank you enough. So, let's open it up and see what sort of condition it's in. I've looked at a lot of the Hornby Scotrail 101s, but they used to go for about between 60 and 70 quid on eBay, but they've been going for a lot more than that recently when they do crop up. But I understand that the motor bogie on them is a bit iffy. But this will have the old Lima Ringfield motor in it, which I'm very familiar with. So I've got the instructions here showing how some of the bits and pieces in the detail pack, where that all goes. So there's the detail pack with all the bits and bobs, which I think we'll put on. And a couple of exhausts here, ones come off the sprue, but yeah, we'll definitely add those. Let's have a look at the model. It looks to be in very, very good condition. A bit dusty, but yeah. So there's the dummy car. And power car. Out you come. Yeah, it's in tip-top condition. It's the problem with these polystyrene trays that the models used to come in. You get these little bits of polystyrene all over the place. One thing I want to have a look at is the coupling of this thing. Yeah, that's not having that. At least do something about that. So the couplings are moulded onto the bogie frame. It's all one piece. Slightly different on the motor bogie. So I think what I'm going to do is get this all serviced, get it running nicely, and I think we'll do some butchery on this coupling here, and a bit of tweak on that coupling, just to get these to go a bit closer. I've been looking online at all the different types of couplings. It's actually quite confusing, I have to say. There's KD couplings, Hunt couplings, different types of NEM pockets, and jings, it's a bit of a minefield, I think. I think I might fit NEM pockets onto these, cut these off, fit the NEM pockets, and try some different types of couplings. But I think, with a bit of butchery on this one, I think I can get them to couple up closer. So, nothing more to be said right now, but get this onto the layout and see if it runs. Okay, so I've no idea when this was last run, so this could be interesting. Let's turn on the power. Come on, it made a buzz. There we go. Oh, very rough. Full power. So yeah, it's a bit rough, it's not going very fast and it's not pulling away very well. It just needs a really good service. It's probably been sitting in the box unused for a good long time. I think we'll do the business on the motor, get that running as well as we can. That Lima motor can run very well actually if it's treated right. I may add an extra pickup onto the front of the front bogie of the power car, and we'll clean everything up and see what we can do about that coupling. Right, let's get to the bench. Okie dokie, we'll get into this. This is almost certainly held in with clips. There we go. Okay, I mean everything's in very good condition. The motor looks absolutely fine. There's an awful lot of tiny little bits of metal on the motor casing that have been attracted by the magnet. So I'll need to clean all them off. But other than that, everything looks tickety-boo. Clips there, there and there. Jings. There we go. That'll release that. On my class 156 I fitted extra pickups onto this bogie, and it did help it, so I think I'm probably going to do the same. Right, okay, let's get this motor out. We'll get rid of that weight out the way. It's a wee while since I've worked on the Lima pancake or Ringfield motor, because I replaced all mine with CD motors. I mean, I only did that because I was given the CD motor kits to do that. But they run fine. You know, if the motor's properly maintained, it runs perfectly well. Right, so that comes out like that, nice and easy. Oh, I've never seen that before. These gears are held on with little nuts, and there's little gears in there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gears plus the pinion gear. Blimey. Let's get the brushes out and see what state they're in. Ease that open, try not to stretch the spring, and they just fall out. That's a good sign. Yeah, commutator doesn't look too bad either. And we can get this opened up. And there's the commutator, which isn't bad at all. We'll give it a clean though. Let's see if we can get rid of all these little bits of metal. Just give that a good going over with a manky brush. Take that out from there. You can make sure there's no crap in here. 3mm. So my newly acquired 3mm spanner should be just the job for this. Look at that. Perfect. How much better is that than a stupid circlip? Or just having the gears just plonked on the way Hornby do. Yeah. So we'll take these off and give them a clean, and give them a file as well, because the Lima gears are usually pretty rough. I'll give that a bit of a scoosh. Okay. Just a wee bit slightly coarser sandpaper just to file away the flash on this side of the gear. So, some T-cut onto the commutator. Hold that off. Give it a scoosh. There you go, one clean commutator. Looks pretty clean actually, but we scoosh out. One of the things that I don't like about this design of the motor is that the pinion gear is right next to the windings of the armature there. You know, so if you lubricate that up, which you really want to do, you're going to get crap going into the armature. It's yeah, not the best. But I think what we'll do is get some gear oil onto this. Not the grease, just the oil. And again, on this side, you know, you want to lubricate where that goes through this bearing here, but you know, there's nothing to stop the lubrication getting onto the commutator. Perfectly clean, so don't have to do anything to those. That wee bit of a bend. Okay, let's try a battery. Right, so we'll put the gears back. Let's get everything greased up with molly grease. Right, we'll put these little these tiny wee ones on first, and then put these little tiny little bolts back in. Right, how does that spin with the battery now? Just pop these wheels back in. Oh no, hang on. Whoa, 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 whoa. I've got to get this pickup back in position. Like so. Alright, that's the motor done. We'll see about fitting a pickup onto this. So I'm going to drill 2 little holes on the underside of this and one on the top, or maybe just on the side, and then I'll have to drill a hole in the chassis as well. It's a nice little piece of thin wire. Let's see if we can feed it through like that. These are the only empty screws I've got at the moment, and they fit on with an Allen key, not a screwdriver, which is a little bit annoying. So, a piece of guitar string about that long. And what we want to do is put a loop in the middle to fit around the screw, and then we'll bend it into position, and that'll create a little pickup. Try and bend it round. That should do it. So there we go, put a little loop in the guitar string. What I want to do, let's just get some forceps here just to hold this in place for now. And we'll see if we can get some solder on that. There we go. There we are. So we can now cut these pickups to the right length, and then make sure that they make contact with the wheels. If there's too much tension, you can just bend it back a bit, or make sure there's only a little bit of the guitar string touching the wheel. Just takes a wee bit of fiddling around till you get it, because there's too much resistance there. That one's okay, that's got too much resistance. There, and this wheel, yep, and this wheel, yep. Okay, I think that'll work. And to make sure I get that up, let's just get this clip in place to hold that in the correct position. There we go. Okay, there we are. There's my pickup fitted. Okay, put this on a test track. That seems fine. There we go. That's my power car serviced and an extra pickup added. So what we're going to do about this, so I think what I'll do on the power car is cut the little hook off and maybe bend the coupling back a bit to shorten it. On the dummy car, I think what we'll do is take this, right, get the hook out altogether. So this is very much going to be a temporary fix until I can get a proper coupling solution in place. But basically, I'm going to cut this and shove it back So basically I will cut there and there, take away the plastic that's left, and then super glue this back in place, so this bar here will be back to about there. And then on the power car, I'm going to cut that or grind it down so it doesn't have this little hook at the end, and we'll bend the coupling hook so it's a little bit shorter, and that should give me closer coupling. So all I have to do now is super glue that onto there. I'm just using super glue, but any kind of plastic glue would do. There we are. Let's take the hook out just now. So that's the little barb gone, and we'll get some heat on this. Then I'm going to bend it at a right angle, right there, like that, and then back again that way. So it's now that shape, but the overall length is shorter. Okay, we'll pop this in and see if that's going to work, or if we need to make it shorter or a wee bit longer. And there we go. Now we can keep adjusting that until it doesn't do that, ideally. Right, I want that to be a wee touch shorter. There we are, that's better. Okay, so I'm going to stick on all the wee bits and bobs, and then we'll stick it on the layout. Okay, so I've added all the little bits and bobs, which was exhaust pipes on the rear of each car, some little steps on the bogies, and windscreen wipers. So let's take it for a spin. Well, there we are. There is my Lima Class 101 in Scotrail livery. That was very kindly donated to me by Martin. It's a very nice model, really. I think getting the cars coupled closer together like that makes a huge difference visually. So it's definitely worth doing, I think. I mean, I will look into getting different couplings, but that seems to work fine. Goes around all the tight corners and stuff. So yeah, good. I think also fitting the extra pickup to the front bogie of the power car makes a big difference, makes it run over the points and everything, no problem. I think getting a CD motor for it might quieten it down a little bit, but I think it's absolutely fine as it is. One other thing I'd quite like to think about doing to this is adding lights. Not sure how possible that would be, but yeah, I'd like it to have lights. So we'll maybe look into that at some point. So again, thanks very much to Martin for this. You know, hugely generous and very much appreciated. So yeah, it'll get lots of running here, I can assure you of that. So okay folks, we'll catch you later. I'm going to go and play with my DMU.